Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing something a little bit different to what I normally do. I thought I'd do a little bit of a test on a product that's been offered to me. Now this product was offered to me through work, and basically it's a fuel treatment for your vehicle. So basically it just cleans everything out. They made some pretty bold statements, so I thought I'd do a proper test, and especially on a diesel vehicle, because you know a lot of these treatments tend to be more for petrols, and I wanted to really try it out on my van. So yeah, let's take a little look.
And if you get value from this video, hit the like button and subscribe to support this channel.
Right then guys, so basically the product we're looking at is called CATACLEAN. Now basically it's a fuel treatment. They advise you do it once every couple of months, and basically it's a fuel treatment that you basically run your fuel tank down to like quarter of a tank. You put this treatment in, you run it down to as empty as you can, and then while it's in the fuel it does basically cleans everything. So basically they make some pretty bold statement. They say that it basically it reduces emissions, it cleans catalytic converters or DPF filters, improves miles per gallon, also restores performance, and a couple of other things. So the one that really sticks out to me is the DPF. So basically any modern vehicle now, I think it's mostly 2010 on, but there is some older vehicles that do have them. If they've got a DPF filter, basically what happens is it blocks up with soot, and then after a while it dumps neat diesel down the exhaust, sets fire to it, and that basically burns it out and clears it away. So it turns it into kind of like a particulate matter, they call it, but it basically burns it twice type of thing. And yeah, basically gives you a lot cleaner running emissions. So what can happen is basically if your vehicle, if you do certain types of driving, they don't like to regen, so it can block up and cause problems. Also, every time it does a regen, it's costing you fuel, because it's basically firing fuel down the exhaust. And also the other thing as well is it does actually dilute your oil in your engine. So that's why new oils now, they're quite expensive, because they have to be low ash, or obviously they have to replace more. Sometimes you'll find that you have to replace your oil between services, because obviously your oil dilution is basically happened, and obviously that's mainly due to regenning. So it's quite a big thing that people don't really know a lot about. And yeah, this additive says that it reduces the risk of DPF blockages. So I'm guessing it keeps it a bit cleaner and all that. So that's the main one I want to look at. I'm also going to look at the miles per gallon and see if it improves that, because obviously this product costs money, and if you're going to use it, how much is it going to cost, or is it going to save us money? That we don't know. So I thought we'd have a look at that. And the other thing I wanted to look at is starting in the mornings. Now this van, she's a bit of a bugger. She winds over and over sometimes in the mornings. So I just wanted to see if it maybe improves that. It says it, cleans your fuel system and all that. So I'm hoping it might make a difference. I don't know. She is a little bit rough running this thing. She does vibrate a bit under idle, and feels like not a miss, but feels like she runs a bit rough. So I'm kind of hopeful, but let's see if it makes a difference, and see if they can win me over with it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to record data on my van for probably 3 to 4 weeks. Then we'll do the treatment. I'll show you exactly how to do the treatment, how it works. It's really simple by the looks of it. And then once we've done that, then we're going to record data for another 3 to 4 weeks, and we'll compare our results and see what's happened. And I am quite optimistic. I think they make a few bold statements, so like you say, and I have done a fair bit of research, and there's a lot of people test this product on petrol engines. There's a lot of videos out there with people who have basically fixed engine management faults, fuel related fault codes and stuff. They've had engine management lights, or they've had emissions related fault codes bringing on engine lights. I've seen people who have actually failed MOTs who have then tried this treatment, and then they've passed an MOT. Apparently it's good for cleaning out catalytic converters and all that stuff and bringing them back to new. So it does. There is, you know, a lot of evidence out there that says this product works, but no one's really tested it on a diesel that I could find. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity for me to make a video for you guys, and hopefully, yeah, we'll see some results and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we'll check back in once I've got all the results in for obviously the pre-treatment, and then we'll run you through how to do the treatment. So yeah, let's take a look. So all our data is in, so we're now going to add the treatment. So basically it's a one shot, you just run it down to a quarter of a tank. So I've run this down to obviously a quarter of a tank over the last week. It took about a week and a half to get down. So I'm just literally going to add this. Now with this obviously type of van, you do need a funnel to get it in because it's got an anti-siphon. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to insert the filling tool and then obviously pour this straight in, and then it's just a matter then of running it down as empty as we can and then filling it up, and then we'll monitor it for a couple more weeks. So yeah, let's see how we get on. Right, so the treatment's in. We're basically running it down now to obviously as empty as we can. I'm not going to run it quite empty because I've learned the hard way before. I've been stuck on the side of the road. You don't run these vans down to zero. So yeah, so as for my thoughts, first things first, starting in the morning has made a dramatic difference. I'm really surprised how well she starts in the mornings. I gotta be honest, I was a bit skeptical, but yeah, it's made a hell of a difference. It'll be interesting to see how that goes on now over the next few weeks. Also, she's running a lot smoother, so I actually was under the impression that my flywheel was on its way out, because when it was idling this van, it had quite a bad judder, quite a bad vibration, and I gotta be honest, that's pretty much gone, which I'm really surprised about, because like I said, I was under the impression it was a you know, flywheel. So obviously that was something fuel related, which is obviously sorted. So I got to be honest, I'm quite impressed with that. And then the last thing I have noticed with the driving of this van, these vans do stall really easily. I got to be honest with you, I've stalled this so many times, especially when it catches, you know, you do something unexpectedly and it just stops. So I actually did something on a roundabout the other day, the day after I put the treatment in, and yeah, it just kept going, it didn't stall. So I was really surprised. It does feel a bit more responsive, it does feel like, you know, it does feel like it's pulling a bit better. Obviously we want to see how it goes on the next couple of weeks, because, you know, anyone can put an additive in their tank and oh yeah, it goes great, but it's the effects we're looking at, is what does it actually do? Does it make your vehicle run better for a period of time, you know? So yeah, I'll run this down to empty, I'll fill it up with fuel, and I'll check back in and we'll take a look. Right then guys, so the results are in, and I gotta be honest, I am a little bit surprised. So first things first, I just want to make clear that this is not a paid promotion. I'm not being paid anything to test this product, I'm not being paid anything to say anything. This is my honest opinion, and you know, I want to do more reviews like this, and I want to give, you know, genuine honest results and let you guys know whether they work or not. So when we get into the results now, I just wanted to keep that in mind, that obviously I am being 100% transparent. So the first thing obviously I noticed with this vehicle, as soon as I did the treatment, I noticed one hell of a difference in the running of my vehicle. It was running a lot smoother, the actual starting in the mornings was a lot better, and like I said before, I actually thought I had a flywheel starting to vibrate on my van, and that vibration is pretty much gone. So I'm quite chuffed that, well, I don't have to change the flywheel, but the main thing is obviously I had some sort of fuel related issue, I'm guessing, which was causing that bit of a vibration when it was idling. So chuffed to bits with that. So I gotta say, just from that alone, this product has definitely, you know, got my attention. Now the second thing I looked at was the DPF blockage, because I wanted to see basically what the difference was before to after. Now I honestly was expecting to see a reduction in obviously soot load, and the measurement I worked out was obviously percentage per 100 miles. Now what I actually found was that before the treatment it was about 15% per 100 miles, and then after it was actually up and around about 20% per 100 miles. Now, in all honesty, I was expecting it to decrease, and it actually increased. So the only reason I can kind of think about this is obviously this CATACLEAN, this treatment, it actually cleans out everything, and you know, it's not far-fetched to imagine that If your after treatment system is obviously running a lot better, it's going to catch more soot. That's the only reason I can think that that's happened. But yeah, definitely a difference. So it's not the difference that I was expecting. You know, it's actually gone the other way. But it does make a bit of sense. So like I say, I don't know the exact science, but it has actually increased the amount of soot caught up in the filter. Now, obviously, my concern with that was that the more soot it catches, obviously the quicker it catches it, the more it's going to regen and the more fuel you're going to use. And the truth of the matter is, I'm actually up 2 miles per gallon over the period. So compared to before to after, I was running about 31 miles per gallon, and now I'm up to about 33. So I got to be honest with you, even considering, you know, that the DPF is obviously regenerating more often, and obviously it's loading up more, that was a surprise. So I got to be honest, all in all 3 things that I really tested actually turned out to be good. Again, with the soot load, I'm not 100% because obviously I don't know the exact science, but it definitely made a big difference. So yeah, taking all that into account, I gotta say this is a Marty's Workshop recommended product. I am going to use this in my cars. I've got a petrol one here that I'm actually going to put in my wife's car, and then I've got another nice treatment ready for mine. And I gotta be honest, I am pretty chuffed. Now, I know you may say 2 miles per gallon, does it really make a difference? So the other thing I wanted to see is, you know, is this going to cost you money? Well, this actually sits on the shelf at about £15 per bottle. It's a one shot. And they say you should do it every 3 months. Now, I actually done a bit of a calculation, and I actually worked out that doing the mileage I do, which is about 22, 23 miles a day, I would actually save around £30 to £35 over that 3 month period, which more than pays for the treatment. So in my opinion, it does work. In my opinion, it's not really costing me any money. It's actually saving me a bit. It's only a little bit, but it's only going to do you any good. So definitely a thumbs up from me. I'm happy with the product, so I'm going to carry on using it. Now, just another little note as well. They do obviously a diesel and a petrol version. And one little thing that I found out off the rep, it's actually the same formula. So it doesn't matter whether you have the petrol or the diesel shot, it's one shot. And yeah, you basically, you just use whichever one you can get your hands on. I know some people would say that's maybe a bit confusing, but I think it makes it simpler because, you know, you go in there and you've got a diesel car, I'll have the diesel shot. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of marketing there, but I think it does work. So yeah. Last note as well, I am going to look at, they have brought out another product which is for more like basically your strimmers and your lawnmowers and small plant and obviously little bikes and mopeds and stuff. They reckon there's some kind of good results from that. So I am on 2 minds whether to test that next, just to see if it does make a difference. And let me know what you guys think. You know, is this something you guys use regularly in your vehicles? Do you swear by any sorts of treatments? Like I say, I've never really used them before. This is the first time I've really given them a good chance, and I'm quite surprised by the results. So yeah, make sure you put a comment down. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you thought. You know, do you guys want to see me do more things like this? Because this is kind of a first one for me. Obviously, sometimes you don't get all the repairs into doing the videos, and I think something like this is something that people, you know, a lot of people see it out there, but not a lot of people take the time to actually do something like this. So I think it is benefits in it. So yeah, thanks for watching the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and put a comment down. Let me know what's going on with you guys. Like I say, without you, this channel would not keep going. So thanks for watching, and yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And if you get value from this video, hit the like button and subscribe to support this channel.